Griksh stood at the edge of the shattered valley where the dragon's bargain had first bound his fate. The wind hissed through ribs of ancient leviathans, carrying dust that glittered like ground stars. Power pulsed in his staff, heavier now, as if each spell remembered the cost he still owed. His amber eye traced the fragile threads of possible tomorrows and found them thinner than before. Somewhere in the weave, another life waited to be claimed, and the knowledge pressed against his chest like a second, colder heart.
He walked on without looking back, boots crunching over silvered bone and frost-stiff moss. The sky above the valley swirled in slow spirals, as if the world itself were thinking. Each step tugged at the unseen knot tied to his soul, a reminder that destiny no longer flowed freely around him, but through him. Small creatures fled his shadow, even the wind bent away. Far ahead, beyond ridges of broken stone, a faint glow marked a village that did not yet know it had already been weighed in ancient scales.
By the time dusk bled across the horizon, Griksh could feel the village before he saw it clearly, a cluster of fragile lights trembling in the growing dark. Smoke rose in thin, uncertain lines, carrying the scent of boiled roots and damp wood. Ordinary life, small and stubborn. His staff pulsed once, slow and deep, like a distant drum. Threads of possibility tangled above the rooftops, some bright, some fraying. He knew he should turn away, yet his feet kept moving, drawn by the quiet gravity of lives not yet broken. At the edge of the fields he paused, half hidden among crooked fence posts and withered grain. Laughter drifted from the village center, thin but real, rising against the coming night. His amber eye traced the villagers' futures like fragile glass, some long and gentle, others ending in sudden dark knots. The staff grew warm in his palm, sensing a choice approaching. Power could shield this place, bend danger aside for a time. But every rescue tightened the unseen ledger, and somewhere far above, an ancient will was surely watching.
Griksh stepped from the shadows at last, a bent silhouette against the last smear of twilight. Dogs began to bark, then whine, sensing something older than fear. He moved between huts with slow, deliberate care, his staff dimmed beneath a wrapping of cloth. The threads above the village quivered at his presence, futures shifting like startled birds. He felt the dragon's distant awareness brush the edge of his thoughts, patient and immense, as if marking this quiet place as a square on a board already set for loss.
A tremor passed through the ground, subtle but wrong, rattling pebbles in shallow bowls and sending ripples across puddles left by the afternoon rain. Griksh felt it through the soles of his boots before any villager noticed. His amber eye flared, revealing dark threads slithering beneath the earth, converging on the village like roots seeking water. The staff pulsed in answer, eager, hungry to unleash its violet fire. Above, the night thickened, and the thirst-distant howl rolled over the fields like a promise of teeth.
Shadows peeled away from the tree line, stretching too long, moving against the wind. Shapes followed, lean, many-limbed silhouettes with eyes like wet stones catching starlight. The village lights flickered as panic began to ripple from door to door. Griksh felt the futures twist violently, bright threads snapping one after another. His grip tightened on the staff, cloth smoldering where the crystal's glow pushed through. To stand aside meant slaughter, to act meant payment. The ledger of fate waited, as patient as a blade poised above silk.
Violet light burst through the wrapping as Griksh raised the staff, and the air folded inward with a sound like tearing cloth. The first wave of creatures struck an unseen wall and shattered into smoke and embers. Magic poured from him in crooked spirals, bending space, turning claws aside, setting the night ablaze with unnatural color. Each spell carved safety around a home, a child, a trembling elder. And with every surge, he felt a distant thread tighten, drawn slowly through the talons of something vast and waiting.
The last of the creatures dissolved into drifting ash that smelled of cold iron and old graves. Silence fell hard, broken only by distant sobs and the crackle of warped air settling back into place. Griksh swayed, smoke curling from his sleeves, the crystal now blazing like a captive star. Around him, threads of survival glowed where death had nearly taken root. Yet, among them, one strand had thinned to near nothing, dim and fragile. His amber eye fixed on it, dread spreading through him like winter through bone.
Dawn crept over the fields in pale, uncertain light, revealing a village still standing, roofs scorched but unfallen. Griksh remained at its edge, a crooked figure outlined in fading violet embers. Relief moved through the waking homes, unaware of the quiet subtraction already written into the day. His amber eye followed the weakest thread as it trembled toward its end somewhere within those walls. Far above sight, vast wings shifted once in approval, and Griksh turned away, carrying victory like a wound that would never close.